Hello again, Tom Street here from doihaveacase.tv. I'm going to give you a very brief analysis of a potential small change to employment law based on Vince Cable's announcement today. It's the 11th of June 2012. He's made an announcement in respect of the increased use of what are currently known as compromise agreements, but what will be in due course known as settlement agreements. Apart from the change to the name, there is one very important change to the law. As things currently stand, when an employer approaches an employee and asks them to enter into a compromise agreement, they can only really do so if there is a live dispute between the employer and the employee, which needs some form of settlement. And if there isn't a dispute, there is always a risk for the employer that by approaching the employee with a compromise agreement and basically saying to them something along the lines of, "I'm terribly sorry, but things aren't working out here, you've got no future at this organisation," then that has the effect of causing the employee to consider the employment relationship as at an end, to consider the relationship of trust and confidence to have been destroyed, and they can often base constructive dismissal claims on the simple fact that an employer has approached them, even on an off-the-record basis, and told them they haven't got a future at the organisation. So the main change is going to be that to remove that risk away from the employer. So, for example, when the new law comes into place, the employer will be free to approach any employee whether there is a live dispute or whether the employee is simply not performing, and say to that employee without any risk whatsoever that there is a problem in the workplace, that they don't really see a future for that employee there, and to offer them what will be known as a settlement agreement. And the big difference is that the employee cannot then use that approach on the part of the employer as evidence against them in, for example, constructive or unfair dismissal proceedings.